I'm Kelly Thompson, and you're listening to Capes and Lunatics.
Hello and welcome to Wade's World, the Deadpool podcast, where your problems are our paycheck. I am Phil, and joining me as always is...
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire. Literally my favorite line in the whole issue this week.
What, that one?
Yep. And if I was a lesser co-host, say Charlie, I'd say, quit using Kelly Thompson intro.
You use it too much, man. Get me some more interviews, Ezra. Be a go-getter like your son.
Oh, we should have asked Will.
I can do that. It's not like I don't talk to him every week.
And don't forget to make sure to drop the quantum plug. The quantum zone plug.
This is already the quantum zone plug. Yes! You're such a genius.
I know. I'm like Sandy.
Hey man, all the boys be
Her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Seriously.
beat me to it.
And actually asked her out this issue? Like, what?
I'm sorry I tried to kill your friends, but that tank top you're wearing is quite appealing.
I bet you he smells like Axe spray. Anyway.
Hey,
oh my God. What are we talking about?
This is 2002. Agent X number 4 and then Soldier X number 4.
Oh, okay, so here's the thing. Jumps the shark. So we shoot Alex, we burn the theme park down, and there's a teenage girl in the mix trying to be an assassin. Nope. Pass.
Oh please! Some of these lines she delivers, I'm like, didn't she? She didn't want to admit it.
Special, like
she almost. Well, she kind of like I'm 15. I mean 18. So
yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh please! This was 15-year-old Lilith Hellfire. Come on.
No.
Checking out.
I couldn't even get a spare cigarette at a bus stop when I was 14. Anyway, yeah, I just didn't enjoy the story. Like all the stuff that we worked up to, they kind of just drifted away from us at this particular moment.
You didn't find the Ladverian restaurant at the beginning hilarious?
Best thing about this issue is the recap page. I'll just put it to you that way. Yeah, I mean the artwork was pretty crisp and sharp too, but the story was just. I told you last week I was like, ugh. Well, and Mary Zero kind of taxed my nerves a little bit. What little we did.
We continued our ongoing themes like cleavage and a younger woman with much older man.
I mean, usually things I dig, but just didn't come together this issue.
Cleavage and with older men. It sounds like a love life. No, say don't judge me because Danielle just said that last night and I said, okay, Lilith.
All we gotta do is get Luca to say it and you'll be surrounded.
Nah, just my girls.
What did you think of this issing?
I mean,
cleavage and older man with a younger woman, Philip. That's kind of your life too.
Don't make me break that other arm. I don't know. Like I said, I thought the restaurant scene was a little humorous. You know, he's like, "Why aren't these sea monkeys? Why aren't these sea monkeys I'm eating wearing the crowns and like in the picture?"
Does he think this is an Archie comic book?
And then the old guy with the young chippies, he kept saying everything's like sex on a plate or whatever. Or, this is like peasant food or whatever. And then of course the Black Swan comes out of Agent X. He throws the guy on the ground. He's like, "I don't like when people talk in a restaurant. We don't want to hear your crappy pickup lines. That's gauche." I'm like, okay, there's a Black Swan. And another thing, food is not sex.
Jughead would like to have a word with you.
See, that's a good line. Food is not sex. Good. It's important to know the difference, or you could have a terrible waffle iron accident.
I'm just saying, there's some people that might want to have a talk with that person, whoever wrote that line. And moving on.
Gail, oh my lord. We just need Charlie Esser here for those moments when it's like, oh, like none of us here haven't made love to a waffle iron.
Nope, just you, Charlie. Sorry.
You would listen to this and be like, what? I never said that. Yeah. I love how Alex is gonna let the guy go until the waiter's like, he's making the pop-up ads for the computer internet.
Get him. Yeah, pretty much. The worst people. Whoever invented that needs to like not get into heaven.
Oh. She wants you to burn hell. You go to hell. You go to hell when you die. But especially in 2002, I mean, it probably took you. Took like 20 minutes to clear a pop up. You know.
The bad old days.
You know,
HD nothing.
You fight your way online, and then it's like a pop-up hits it like, oh, come on. Lilith was like, it's already taken me 2 hours to download my porn. Come on.
No, I just bought them at that point. Just saying. Thank you, 7-Eleven. Anyway.
Whoa, they sold it at 7-Eleven?
They used to.
Oh, the nudie magazines? I thought you meant DVDs.
And the DVDs, yeah.
Oh.
At least in California. But anyway, enough about reminiscing about the bad old days. I don't know. I don't like when they, like, the only show, movie, book I've ever really seen it done outside of, like, maybe Robin, and even Robin is annoying, and Batman and Robin kind of sometimes, is that episode of Person of Interest, Wolf and Cub. I kind of dig that episode with the kid sidekick. That's pretty much like the only exception. And because it's Jim Caviezel, the best Batman without being Batman. Just saying.
I mean, do we really need a kid sidekick? I mean,
no. They're the bane of my existence.
we have a slightly young of age girl in Sandy. Come on.
I know. Like, honestly, at this point, it just needs to be the Sandy book. Like, I don't care what Alex is doing. I want to know what Sandy's doing. It's like, is she calling Taskmaster? Is she gonna go out to dinner with the guy? She like, what's Sandy doing? What's Outlaw doing? I don't care about Alex.
Well, I know we're not going there in our reviews, but after Gail leaves, weren't some of the stories with like just Alex and Sandy? I think.
It's been so long and so horrific. Yeah. That we're just going to skip all over that. So, listeners, if you know, fill us in.
But look, is that a gun or are you just happy to see me?
A little bit of both, probably.
It's like all she's wearing is like a little pair of shorts and like a tank top. Where's
barely there. A crop top.
I thought she just pulled it out. Okay, she opened the door with it. Okay. And of course,
either way, it's gratuitous. Boobs and a gun, that's gratuitous.
Well, hey, she must know Taskmaster's watching her. Maybe that's why she dressed all sexy.
It's like that scene in Flash season 1 where where Thawne is watching Barry and like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere. It's very intrusive. Just saying. Like, the voyeurism is not my thing. I don't dig it.
Sure.
Exhibitionism, completely different. I think you need both of them, but voyeurism just is creepy to me. Peeping Toms are creepy. Peeping Janes are creepy.
Lilith will not put a hidden camera in your house, but if you want to do it in public, she will watch.
If you leave your windows open, it's fair game.
Damn right.
If you need binoculars, don't do it.
Oh, Mark Harmon can get it.
Oh God!
Who said that?
Mark Harmon's gonna get a restraining order on me now because of this podcast. I'm gonna have to change out to Patrick Stewart pretty soon.
That'll look good. It'll look good hanging on the wall next to your Patrick Stewart one. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what comes next after this? I don't even remember, but it has to be better than this. Like, I actually like Soldier X better than I liked Agent X this week, which tells you something.
I mean, I thought they were both decent, but like the ending of this issue where like, he gets the bullet lodged in his trachea or whatever.
Like,
Haven't
your
we
healing
seen
factor can't come back from that, really?
Well, that's what I was going to say with the healing factor. Haven't we seen in all these comics and movies with Wolverine and everyone else? Doesn't the healing factor when it heals like spit that bullet out?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand if it was the brainstem, but it's the throat.
Yeah. We could see him like he should have been like spitting it out at least or something.
Convenient plot point is convenient for suspense to lead us into the next issue, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you want a
But
cliffhanger.
it's issue 4. If it was issue 13, and I know the book wasn't doing so good, then maybe we do this. But this is issue 4, and we're changing the whole game by doing this.
Well, again,
This is my point.
Was this problems with her and editorial again? Or was it like, oh, we need cleavage every issue? We need a big cliffhanger.
I have a problem with the cleavage.
Oh, we know that.
So, I mean,
it's something Charlie Esser would like. Let me just put it to you that way.
Cleavage.
He would deny it, but yes, it's something Charlie Esser would like.
Smoked a doobie.
Hey, boobies and doobies, I'm saying.
There's my drop.
God. A mess. So overall, I give this issue about a C+. The artwork really saved it.
I don't know. I would go like maybe B-.
Okay, we're not too far apart. You're always mostly for the most part, more generous.
Yeah, but I get it. I mean, I think I like most of the story more than you, but yeah, the whole Mary thing was getting on my nerves a little bit. It's just love me, daddy.
Go get on a pole with your daddy issues, okay?
Oh.
Just saying.
Ouch.
At least make some cash while you're at it.
Take your childhood trauma and cash in. That's what Lilith said.
Fight me, nerds. I don't need
just
this.
show up and look pretty and spout big words, and then I'm done.
That is in regards to Charlie. I need a new job.
Sure.
Anyway, let's get into Soldier X number 4.
I just saw the thing on your arm, on your bad arm again. I'm just waiting for you to say, talk to the broken hand.
If I could just get my hand covered, it'd be almost just like Misty Knight. Almost.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought the artwork was actually bearable this week for some reason. I don't know why. It's the same.
Maybe because the story was better.
I don't know. It wasn't as like he wasn't as focused on the grotesque of the faces and stuff, and things were more in proportion.
Maybe because
the cover was very toned down as well too, so it was just kind of like a welcome change.
Maybe because we got more action and not as much like talking. There was no blacksmith in this issue. Even on the recap page, the Shield agent's like, "This is the only page I'm going to be on." It's like, thank God.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just me.
But it's basically Cable and his European counterpart.
His European vacation. Ooh, Cable's European vacation. Mm-hmm. That's what they should change this. Retroactively change this title to and make it so much better.
What is it? Cable's European vacation.
Yeah. His last name is now Griswold.
Weekend at Navy.
And there's a red Corvette following him for no reason. See? Instantly better.
Dominoes in the
corner. No, a red Miata. No, Fiat. Yep, Fiat. Here we go.
Dominoes driving it.
We could only wish. And she runs over Irene.
Oh my.
Fight me.
Hey, at least we didn't see her, just him
She's a redhead, and I can't stand her. Like, you've done a bad job. But anyway, no, I did dig the action in this one. All the characters were very variable. The dialogue was kind of short and concise and not all flowery.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And basically, Cable bringing the young girl back to life.
I like that it was in the daytime. Like it was the colors were so bright and vivid. It really drew me in. And the story was pretty quick. It didn't plod like the last 3 issues, I think, also as well. So the pacing was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It just seemed like all suddenly, like he's like, oh, and somehow I brought her back to life. It's like they should have been more like, yeah, I used my telekinesis to like restart her heart or whatever.
My biggest nitpick is never ever end your movie, book, or comic book with anything in a Christ pose. That is cliche and trite. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
Christ imagery is so overdone, and especially in superhero books, it's just so overdone.
Well, I mean, look what started the superhero thing, Superman. I mean,
I know, trust me, I know. I wrote a whole paper about it in college.
You know,
Superman earned it.
The man from above sent his son to Earth to save humanity. Yeah, we know.
Well, no, to rule over them with an iron fist. That's the drill that I know and love.
Yeah,
not
but
the benevolent drill.
If you want to compare him to Christ, come on.
Oh, Marlon, that just makes Marlon Brand. Oh no, I don't like this analogy at all.
I don't know who's the worst influence on Superman, Jor-El or.
Don't.
We don't have to say it anymore. Just, I mean, you can't hear it on the podcast. But just put the
motion.
up.
You already know what it is. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's my biggest. If that's my biggest nitpick with the issue, they're doing pretty good. I actually gave it a B+.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You know, I don't know. I feel like he needs better side characters because, like, Cable is a very dry character. You know what I mean? So he needs some like more colorful people around him.
Well, I don't know if they're gonna try to. They were thinking of like rotating them. So every once in a while we check in with Blacksmith. Maybe the Shield agents would come in. But I mean, it seems like this arc. If he has
they're
that
not colorful though. They're boring.
No, the priest, Geo, and the girl's father.
It just reads like one of those really bland have gun will travel story, which is literally what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how do you make Cable's dry, but he's not boring. It's a little too intricate for I wouldn't recommend Cable as like somebody's first comic book. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. I don't know. It just seems. I don't know. They're not playing up the mutant thing as much,
but yet they put the X in it. Like, it's just every time you read the issue and you know why they changed the name, it's like, but you didn't do anything with it.
They're just like they're dropping him in the.
They were having their DC moment. They were very confused about what to do.
Except for the girl's healing power, the rest of the story is like very real world, and it's like, no, we need more science fiction-y things,
Yeah.
Spice it up.
Just made me think of the Spice Girls.
Well, tell me what you want. What you really, really want. I can do this all day.
90s kids. Anyway, well, I want it that way. How this book was more often for Soldier X.
Tell me why.
Ooh, I'm telling Danielle, you're supposed to do an NSYNC song. Bye, bye, bye. I think it's time. Shameless plugs.
All right. Well, if you want to get a hold of us, email us, wadesworldpod@gmail.com, facebook.com/wadesworldpodcast, @wadesworldpod, and @CL Sidekicks on Twitter. We're on the gram under...
Wait, is it the Pinstagram or regular gram?
We're on all the grams, just like with the rest of the kids. Pinstagram, Instagram, under Wade's World and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks, and the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38 Capes and Lilith.
If you nerds want to be mad about my comments about boobies and doobies, fight me at Lilith Hellfire. But if you want to keep it happy, positive, and DC, Superman, Smallville, swearing, the best thing ever, Save Me Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram.
And as for me, if you want to do interviews, Gail Simone, Ryan Reynolds,
Christopher Priest.
Yes, Christopher Priest. Any creator or actor, anyone associated with Deadpool, email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, and on Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp.
Come on, Brad Pitt, Zazie Beetz.
Talk about your teen years. Come on, Brad Pitt.
Actually, that's not my aesthetic at all. Y'all know The Rock and Jason Momoa are my aesthetic. So.
And Mark Harmon.
Yes.
Luckily, music playing around.
Post-jazz. Post-jazz.
A poor little 90s girl. That's right, everyone. Join us next time. Me and Lil Zero over there. Because you know why? Next episode, we're bringing sexy back.